Hello, welcome to my excuse to use all of my new Christmas decks for you and a reading. I've pulled a couple oracles already. I got the Field Guide to Garden Dragons and the Oracle of Pluto so far. I'm also going to be pulling from the Every Little Thing You Do Is Magic tarot deck. So far we've got an orange dragon for rewards. It's a very cute little guy. The book that came with the deck is written as a real field guide, as though the dragons are real things that you can go out and find. And it's a very cute deck. I recommend just for the guidebook. But it says that the orange dragons are born green and that the orange kind of takes over as they get older. And there are a few different species who smell like different sorts of oranges, and that they are very friendly. And the keyword is rewards. And then we've got the snake. These are all done as shadow puppets in this deck. The tiger. And the devil, which came out in one of my pre-reading draws from the tarot deck. The devil's interesting right now because Christmas is in Capricorn, and that it's the season of the devil because the devil is ruled by Capricorn. It's kind of the idea of putting your whole life into work and caring a lot about image. And there's some skeletons here on the bottom of the card, see, in the water. And then the devil is cast in the background above them. And Capricorn can be a good thing. It can be hard work. It can be glitzy, glamorous things, but it can also be such a dedication to those things that there's no meaning left and they just suck you dry. And Capricorn rules the knees, and quite literally is the metaphor for bringing you to your knees. The thing that caused you to kneel rather than live. And I think it ties into the Christian Christmas ideology that you're celebrating at the end of the year, because Christmas is at the end of the Roman calendar, and it's a time of spending it with family and kind of patting yourself on the back for all the hard work and just like relaxing after what was presumably a very eventful year, which is a very Capricorn thing, the hard work that pays off. And then it can tie into having nice presents for people because you thought about it ahead of time and you planned ahead of time and you bought something nice and you had the money to do so, or the resources to make something nice. I did not expect to go into this really long thing about Capricorn. It's because of that card. All right, I'll draw some tarot to go along with this. As I'm filming, I don't know when I'll post this, but Christmas was yesterday. That's why I have the tree. And I've tilted a little bit if you're wondering if I look a bit closer, that the camera is angled so that I can get the tree. Let's see, we've got 3 came out together. It's the 7 of Wands, the Champion of Swords, which is the Knight, and the Ace of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. Champion of Swords is the Peacock. And the Ace of Pentacles here. So this also speaks of what I was just going into, the hard work that comes out of planting and growing. There's a lot of gardens in this wand suit for this deck. And the thing about gardens is you have to plant at the right time. You have to know how to take care of the plants. So you need that knowledge, which you had to put effort into. But you also need to trim back. See the scissors that have risen here above the plants, because sometimes you have to trim off diseased limbs, sometimes you have to cut back weeds or encroaching species, maybe you move them over. But there's a tending that's required for gardens in order to be successful. And the peacock comes up here, and the champion of swords. And the swords are here along with gemstones, you can see, and the peacock's feathers, the big fan. The purpose of the peacock's fan, which is only found in the males, like many bird species, is to attract mates. So it serves that purpose. It's completely decorative. I think they can also use it in competitions with other males, but again, it's decorative. So you have to be careful that pretty things are useful and that you're not sacrificing utility for aesthetic. And the Ace of Pentacles here is that one decorative, valuable flower that grows in the wild in harsh mountain conditions. So this speaks to very carefully trimming and tailoring your life, and the things that you're specifically giving effort to in hope of payoff. So projects, art. That's not to say that you can't do hobbies and art for the sake of enjoyment, because that is a reason in itself, but you shouldn't do them to excess, and you shouldn't do them for the reason of impressing other people. Everything needs to have a value and needs to have a use, and it needs to get you somewhere, because you only have so much energy and you only have so much time and you only have so much life, and you need to be almost cold and calculating about how you allocate that out. And this is where the snake and the tiger come up. They have a lot of very old symbolic meanings in many cultures, particularly in the East, in India and China. The snake and the tiger come up a lot. And there's always that idea that you need to be careful of them and give them their space. So going forward, decide what you will give your energy to. And New Year's is obviously coming up as I post this. So it's a traditional time for people to decide what they're going to do with their year. But for you, if you do this at another time, also think about what you're wasting your time on. Is it a waste of time? Are you enjoying it? And it's from this point, the Champion of Pentacles. The sunken cost fallacy is a very big deal to a lot of people. They think, oh, I've put so much effort in, I have to keep going. But the only effort you have is the effort from today. You've already committed your past effort, and now you know more than you did then. And things are different than they were then, because things are always different. Is it right now worth the effort that you're putting in? Is it getting you what you want right now, not what you thought you wanted back then, not what you thought it was going to get you before you started and learned what it was actually going to get you and how much work it actually took and how you felt about that work. Be very discerning. It's not a fire card yet. No, that's the fire card. Air card, it's the water that's missing. The water is your emotions. Tap into your emotions, but be honest. Are you clinging to an idea out of stubbornness because you started something and you want to finish it? Or is the thing that you're doing something you enjoy and that you're doing for yourself? Or for something that you do want? Is it worth the effort because you want it? Not anybody else but you. I might pull from another deck. Animal Apothecary. I don't normally use this many oracles, but we have hit a new phase. I love the backs on these guys. All right, one last card to pull the message together. Keep trying. Starfish. Starfish are interesting creatures. I did a report on them when I was in high school. They eat bivalves, which are like clams and mussels, and they've got these little suckers all down their feet on the legs thing, the star parts. On the other side, they're suckers. And they grab on to the shells and they pull them open, and then they put their stomach into the clam and digest it. And some of them don't even have digestive tracts in their bodies, like they don't even have an anus because they digest it all externally, and then they pull their stomach back. And they're quite fascinating that way. And that's what I know about starfish. So you want to keep going. If you're looking for a sign, that's your sign, keep going. And this is the number 4, which is the number of balance. It's a number of celebration, but it's a number of balance as well. In that you need to rest so that you can exert again. I think I said balance twice. I meant 2 different things. There's the balance of things being stable, and there's the balance of things being always in flux. So you have to have cycles of rest and exertion to balance each other out. Because stability is not natural. Stability comes from the cycles that balance each other. So it's not a constant thing like the ground. It's a flowing thing like the tides. And that's where the water comes in. I think this is the water. All right, I think I'm going to end it there. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a nice holiday season. And hopefully I'll see you again soon.